What do we love?
Country and sangria.
Where do we love it?
I love Benidorm. It's cheap, it's cheerful.
And why's that, ladies?
Spanish sun is always fun.
It sure is. That's why so many of us Brits leave Blighty and move to Spain.
How could you not come here? It's paradise.
It can be challenging,
It's about 360 degrees in here at the moment.
but if you work hard,
Breaking things down in Benidorm.
you'll reap the rewards
Finish for the day! Woohoo!
and earn that lovely life in the sun.
Get yourself off your backside, get over here, because it's beautiful.
And that's why there will always be
Cheap as chips.
Love it so much.
Best place ever.
bargain-loving Brits in the sun. Coming up,
Everything's starting to hit now.
bride-to-be Jessica's late for the biggest date of her life.
It's a bit too much.
Jittery Jill goes under the needle,
So this is the bit that's really painful.
and Queen Bee Jenny sets sail for her milestone celebration.
I hope I have many more, because I've got your pension to spend.
It's a beautiful morning in the heart of Andalusia, and there's a buzz in the air
Today is a day.
because it's happy couple Jessica and Modesto's wedding day, bringing excitement
I have been rushing around a bit this morning, getting everything together.
and nerves.
Yeah, it's Cardi.
You can run.
Yeah,
Too late for that, Modesto. You've got a job to do.
sounds like.
41-year-old builder Modesto was born and bred in the area, but 37-year-old estate agent Jessica is from Norfolk. She came to Spain on holiday to visit her mum and fell in love.
I saw this area and I said to Mum, do you know what? I think you're stuck with me because I'm not going to go back. I basically never went back.
But it wasn't just the place she fell for. After a chance meeting through work, Jessica and Modesto's lives were changed forever.
I think it was love at first sight. Basically knew from there that he was the one for me.
Oh, yeah. I think he's a pretty girl. A very pretty girl, yeah. I want to know more than she. And here we are, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, here you are. But just 8 months ago, 2 became 3 with the arrival of baby Alfonso.
He's fantastic. He's an angel.
With the new arrival, the couple felt it was time to really put down roots.
I think we should put the house a little bit in here.
So they bought this land for a steal at €45,000.
So this is going to be our forever home, future home. It's going to be exciting. Yeah.
But with a new home and a new baby, comes a tighter budget for today's celebrations.
Just don't put it through and just wrap it around the bar.
So they're doing most of the work themselves.
There by about 5:10.
It could mean that the happiest day of their lives will also be one of the most stressful. Near Levante Beach in boiling Benidorm,
OK, so we're just making the tuna pasta for everybody.
Jill and Maria Ryan are sorting out a mid-morning snack.
I'm no Gordon Ramsay, but this is the kind of thing we do each day.
They're feeding their hungry grandkids who are staying with them for a month.
Pasta bake's not my speciality. In fact, I think we'll let Maria do it.
The words "I'm hungry" seem to be continual, non-stop throughout the day.
Can I just have some apple juice, please?
Can you have what?
Plain boiled rice.
Apple juice for everybody.
Yes, please.
OK, will you give the girls it? There you go, there's one each. Good lad.
The couple came to Benidorm from Wigan a decade ago.
And so we ended up staying here. Because we've got work all year round, it's a busy place all year round.
To earn a living, Jill works as a singer and Maria researches family trees.
You know, you get a good balance between us two because we are quite different in some
Yeah.
ways, aren't we?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, total opposites in some ways.
And there's something stirring today which they don't quite see eye to eye on.
What's that? Nothing. Was that what it was after?
When they first got together 20 years ago, same-sex marriage was illegal. So Jill decided to show her love for Maria by getting a tattoo.
So I had the tattoo done 20 years ago now. And from them, I've been saying all this time, I need to get it done again because you can't read. It's supposed to say Maria.
Yeah, let me get my glasses.
So to me, that was like a marriage commitment.
Maria, however, is not a fan of tattoos.
I appreciate body art, and I like, you know, that's everyone's preference. It isn't mine. I'll stick to the more traditional. We're married, and that's OK for me, yeah. It's OK to be subtle, but you've got to at least be able to see what it says. And even the grandchildren are looking and saying, Nin, I can't see my nan's name in that. Not at all.
When same-sex marriage was legalised, they tied the knot, and to celebrate their upcoming anniversary, Jill's keen to make the tattoo bigger and bolder.
So now we've been married since 2006. Backdated it for time served. Well, that's what Maria said, right? That's what Maria always says, isn't it, Maria?
Those were my words, yeah. Hands up, I own it. You want that?
I was actually thinking of having a couple of studs in there, but Maria said it was too dangerous.
No.
So if I come back and she absolutely hates it, that's not going to be good because Maria is the boss.
For me, something hugely obvious with my name on would be awful, just awful. I think I'm more nervous than Jill, truthfully. And that could be because I've never had a tattoo. I don't know how it feels. And of course, there's the longevity, the permanency of it. I'm a worrywart, and I'll definitely worry.
And now Jill's also getting the jitters.
Now it's coming towards the time I'm a little apprehensive about what we're going to do here. I've got my bits together.
Grandson Joshua is going along with Jill
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
to give her some support and to make sure she doesn't get carried away.
If he seems to be there a long time and it seems to be going really big, query it.
Okay.
Query it, okay?
I promise.
I'm keeping everything crossed
Bye-bye.
Okay, dude.
for both of you.
Let's go. I'm not sure how to have it yet.
Okay.
Do you think your nan will go mad?
Most definitely.
And they say romance is dead. Just below the Rhondda mountain range, you'll find the home of former events organiser Jenny Crandley.
When the house was originally built, it had the donkey would come through the house.
She and husband Malcolm gave the place a complete overhaul.
This was all the stable of the house and a door there going out into the garden.
And decided to retire here 12 years ago.
Well, they say it's 240 years old, don't they?
Yeah, it's a couple of 100 years old.
It had an oven,
With a lovely bread oven in
a
there.
bread oven in the corner. But they had to knock it down, didn't they? So,
Well, no, it's still there. We put the fridge freezer in front of it.
Pop your loaves in that bad boy, Jenny.
When we bought the house, this was a big field, hence that they needed a donkey. And they grew all sorts of vegetables in here. And when we dug it over to make this pool area, our neighbours were very concerned that we would starve to death because we were no longer going to have the means to feed ourselves.
Did they not see the size of your fridge freezer?
And still, they leave bags of vegetables on the doorstep.
Don't look a gift donkey in the mouth, Jenny. And they must come in handy, because she's a very keen cook.
she's got her own cookbook, all the recipes she's done. I think she's the best cook around.
Well, he eats everything that's on the plate, really. He's not the most discerning person to feed. If he's on a plate, he'll eat it.
Don't do yourself down, Jenny. And it's not just the plates Malcolm likes to clean.
Hi, welcome to the pool.
The couple have a lifestyle to die for, which suits Jenny because 5 years ago she went back to work as a funeral director.
This is my workspace. It doesn't look like a workspace, but it is fantastic. One of the directors had seen me do a funeral for a friend in the village here, and at the end of the funeral he came up and he said, "Would you like to come and have a job?"
Well, they do say talent will out.
Gosh, I never intended to work when we came to Spain. I had envisaged being retired. I didn't like being retired, I must be honest. I thought it was very dull.
But while Jenny chose to dodge retirement, hubby Malcolm is embracing it.
I sometimes think I've kind of cheated him out of the retirement that perhaps he thought he had planned, but he says I'm a much nicer person if I work. Thank you, darling. Oh, no lemon.
Today's a special day for the couple because Jenny's celebrating her birthday, and it's a big one.
It's my 70th, so we're having a party with all my crowd from the office, which will be hugely good fun because Spanish people really know how to party. Can't wait.
But before putting on the dancing shoes, Jenny's going to be putting in a full shift at the office. The Spanish are one of the most passionate peoples on the planet, but when it comes to amor, us Brits give them a run for their money.
If you're looking for some sunshine and romance, come to Costa del Sol. You may find the love of your life, you never know.
And then it just happened that I met this wonderful woman. We met in a nightclub.
Nice. Was that this weekend?
God, 30 odd years ago. 36 years ago.
Well played, mate. Earned a few brownie points there.
Probably together about 25 years.
25 years. Hadn't been out soon.
It's two peas in a pod, but two pods are different.
Pete is very, very romantic. It's me that's not. It's too hot to be romantic.
Well, you could always take a quick dip, Jane. It's clear love is in the air. And love is definitely in the air, overlooking El Chorro Lakes.
I'm so happy. I'm getting happy. I'm getting happy and nervous, and when I'm happy and nervous, I'm just like, got me wibble.
Jessica and Modesto are just a few hours away from one of the biggest moments of their lives, their wedding.
Miguel, you can help me? Yeah. Yeah? It's strong, man.
Their friends are helping them deck out the restaurant.
Perfecto.
Ready for tonight's wedding reception? Oh, I think that's the cake. I'll look forward to a slice of that later.
Oh my God, the cake was lovely, but it's like really big. And driving down here and all the bumps and everything, we made it. It's here and safe, so that's good.
Phew, that's one less thing to think about.
We're just going to see if we've got enough
of these. There should be.
Due to the mounting costs of having a new baby and building a new home,
There's no scissors here. No scissors.
the couple are on a tight budget of €5,000 for the entire wedding. So Jessica's made all the decorations herself.
Yeah, it's going to look better than I thought it was, especially at night with these, when the lights hit it. It's going to be really colourful, so that's what I need, because this is going to be like the dancing area. Although I didn't get very much because of the money situation, but actually with a little bit of detail, it's looking quite good, so I'm happy about that.
With money tight, everyone's pitching in, including restaurant owner Juan, who's done a deal on the food. He's also provided the venue and the perfect background for the wedding photos. Nice work, Juan.
Yes, yeah.
The decorations and food may be sorted, but there's still loads to do.
I'm going to go and get ready to the hotel, make up hair, get dressed, and then that'll be it.
She has an important rendezvous in a hotel car park. She's picking up her flowers.
Do you want to take the flower? Yeah, you have a flower.
Don't forget those, Jessica. And you'll need something to wear.
My dress. Just had it fined and cleaned and everything. Now's the change. Becoming reality, shall we say. So now I'm getting a bit nervous.
While Jessica and Modesto are busy with the last-minute preparation for their wedding day later today, us Brits are a generous lot.
Yeah, I think the Brits are quite charitable.
Yeah, very charitable.
And when it comes to helping out,
I know a lot of Brits that come over to help the food packages for the homeless.
we love the challenge.
Mention animals, people who donate. Donkey sanctuaries.
Yes, I've donated a lot of money to donkeys.
So here are our bargain-loving tips for charity fundraising in the sun. Host your own event.
Hey, cracked it. One stall.
Paul has donated €100.
Always lend a helping hand.
We're cooking for the homeless that aren't in the shelter, that live on the streets in Benidorm.
Nice one, Diane. Raising cash for charity can be a dirty job.
This is just our small poo pile. This is our big poo pile.
But someone's got to do it. Dressing up can help.
Help, it's gone wild!
Hold your horses, Leon. Try and take fundraising to new heights, like that.
Once you're there, it's just like, you're like a little bird, you're just like flying.
And Colin, who are flying high for charity.
I've made it.
But most importantly, do it because you love the cause.
We love you very, very much. There you go, my sweetheart.
Very nice.
Thank you to all of you. It's been lovely.
Elsewhere in Benidorm, down by the beach, Jill Ryan's on her way to the tattoo parlour with grandson Joshua. Jill had a tattoo done 20 years ago as a sign of her love for her partner and now wife, Maria.
I'm thinking that I'm a bit scared about what's going to happen.
They've now been married for 16 years, and to celebrate their anniversary, she's getting it revamped.
What if your nan doesn't like it when I get back?
You said he was going to get it quite small, but it came across your whole arm.
It is going
Yes.
Yeah, but I've got a big arm.
Fair enough. Yes.
Come on, let's do it.
Okay.
Hiya, you okay?
First, she needs to find a tattoo design which they're both happy with.
I want to have my wife's name, so you can read Maria.
While Jill likes it big, bold and bright.
Well, I'm not sure whether to have a chain from between the barbs or whether to put another chain underneath.
Maria favours small, subtle and discreet.
I feel like I'm in the dentist seat now.
Jill's hoping tattoo artist Dennis can sketch out the perfect plan which suits them both.
Draw a little bit.
So you're going to draw a bit and then...
And when you like it,
okay.
we fix it.
Yeah, we need to check with the wife first, because if she doesn't like it, then there's a... I'm really nervous at this point. Can you make the barb a little bigger over the top so that it comes down on both sides of it?
Do we need to call wife?
We need to, yeah.
Joshua's come along to support Nan Jill, but also to keep Nan Maria in the loop.
What do you think, Joshua?
I personally haven't seen it yet.
They're all waiting.
Are you?
We're all waiting. We're waiting for it.
He's just trying to give us some sort of an impression so that you can give the okay.
Oh, I'm nervous. I'm really, really nervous. Right, OK, well, oh, God, it'll not you. That's making me ill.
Just an idea.
Using the phone to show Maria seems like a good idea.
Can't make it big.
Except she can't see it properly.
Let's hang up and we'll take a photo. We're not the best with technology.
Oh, Jill, surely you can work a camera.
To be honest, I didn't know if it looked a bit big.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
But big or not, Dennis has the green light to start inking.
It's the black that hurts the most, so this is the bit that's really painful. Well, what is love without a bit of pain, is it?
It sounds so petrified. Would you like to call wife?
Then we'll just surprise her, Nan, when you get back.
That's a new tattoo.
Perfect. Yeah, it stands out a lot more now.
It stands out a lot more than it did.
Yes, there's no mistaking what it says now.
I like to keep it as cheap as possible. 80? That's a really good price. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. See you later. You did a great job, and it was a fabulous price.
Job done. Time to head home and surprise Maria.
It's always a good thing when Maria's happy, isn't it? Yeah.
Happy wife, happy life.
Worried wife is probably more like it.
Oh, I can see your Nan now. What's she gonna say? Are you ready? Are you ready?
Are you ready?
What's that?
Phew, it gets her stamp of approval.
Can you read it now?
Maria.
I couldn't live through another hour like that. Just don't do it.
Yeah.
Let's
Come on, let's
have a
celebrate.
drink. Come on.
Sit down.
It is like another commitment, and just to show nothing's changed whatsoever.
Yeah.
If anything, it's got stronger and brighter and more vibrant. My love for you.
Oh, baby, that's lovely.
You softy, Jill.
Here's to Lynn's tattoo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, everybody.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Over in the quaint town of Coeen, Jenny Crandley has arrived at work.
Morning, 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 morning. Another day in paradise.
Before celebrating her 70th birthday later on today,
Plan of action. Want to check that coffin because I don't like the colour of it.
she's putting in her usual shift at the funeral parlour,
Right, let me show you.
which includes doing some stock taking.
our Ash's cupboard, because I'm a bit, like, weird. I used to put them in little groups. If I had a couple of ladies, I'd put the ladies together and they could chat. And then I'd put my men together and they could chat. Then I had one couple, I knew they both played tennis, so I put them together so they could chat about tennis.
Well, I hope they kept it down and didn't make a racket. When she's not uniting urns,
Yeah, so it's which ones didn't I like?
Jenny's coordinating coffins.
Right, so why am I not happy? I think attention to detail at work is really, really important because you can't repeat a funeral. You can't redo it, so it has to be right. I don't like the colour, and I don't like this top at all. I think it's horrible.
But the rest of it is great, right, Jenny?
You know, it's a little different with the other ones. So you can see the other ones, please. Look the same, but it's a little bit...
No, I don't. It's so different. It's too blonde. It's too manufactured. I do have to crack the whip. Well, I don't have to crack the whip. I think I just naturally am a whip cracker. I'm just naturally incredibly bossy.
Whip crack away, Jenny. I'm sure your clients are grateful you do. For her next appointment, Jenny's grabbing her right-hand man, Salvo.
Spend more time with Salva than I do with my husband. Salva's my office husband, although I'm much, much older than him. He's the same age as our children. Salva's English is brilliant. He has an English sense of humour. He teases me terribly, but we really have a really good working relationship.
They're at the florist. Maybe she's going to buy him a bouquet.
I've got a query. I want to talk about the way that they do the names in the flowers.
Ah, maybe not.
So if we're having one of these done in the future, I don't want to see any green. I want all the flowers to go in around the outside. That's really, really important. Am I a difficult customer because I'm so fussy?
Nosotros como empresa somos unos clientes complicadillos, ¿o no?
No, para nada.
We are not tricky customers.
Bueno.
Well, I certainly wouldn't argue with you, Jenny. Funeral issues directed, it's time for Jenny to put her whip away and knock off for the day.
Theoretically, my working day is done until my back phone, as I call it, rings and somebody has died and off we go again.
Let's hope not. It's her big birthday bash later and she can't miss that. When you're fresh off the plane...
I've been in just over a week, settling in, really nice.
And have just moved to Spain.
Well, we're going to unpack some more stuff. Sort all this lot out then, yeah?
Buying a caravan might just be your best option.
When we seen it?
For 13,000. A little while later, it was reduced to 9, and we managed to get it for 7.5. So there's a good bargain for you.
You love a bargain.
And so do we.
We do.
And so does Alan. Over on Benidorm's Camping Villamar, someone else has their soul sign pride of place.
Here's my certificate. I bought it today off a young woman called Helen. Very, very happy. And here's to my little bit of a dream.
Jason Jones from South Wales has just got the keys for his very first home in Spain.
I paid about 11,800, knocked it down a bit.
What a bargain.
Ready to go in and have a little look.
I hope they're giving you the right keys. Ah, there you go.
Here we are. Welcome to my abode.
Jason's not just bought the static, but all the stuff in it.
TV set here, so I won't be spending much time in here. Obviously, the sink and kitchen. Yours comes into the caravan. Double bed for me and the missus. Some single beds here for my friends who want to come over whenever they want.
Jason can't believe what he's got for his money.
TV cost you £400. The settee, you're looking at £1,000. You know, the fridge, the microwave, the washing machine. You know what I mean? So I think I literally had a Benidorm bargain price.
And he's planning to use the saved cash on a couple of upgrades.
Get some nice fencing up around the patio, maybe get a jacuzzi.
It was the caravan's location which particularly appealed to Jason.
I've got a pool across the road. I've got a clubhouse next door with a 3 meters high, 4 meters too wide television for the football, as I'm a Man United fan. Job's a good one. We just got to win now.
Congratulations, Jason.
Happy days.
I hope you'll be very happy in your new home. Along the coast in Campo Verde on the Costa Blanca...
That's it. That's a C.
Belfast-born Brian Bennett giving his grandson, Uri, a guitar lesson.
That's right. Oh, too much like hard work, isn't it?
Brian and wife Maggie moved their family from Ireland to Spain nearly 20 years ago.
And our reason for coming to Spain is purely the ball in the sky, as Maggie would, as she calls it, that the ball in the sky is the reason why most of us are here also.
Son Paul is certainly glad they did.
It was definitely worth as a teenager coming here to live and then to see my kids growing up here.
As is Kirsty, his fiancée, whose own family also made the move a few years later.
We knew each other and we knew each other's families. That's how it came about, basically. We went out for dinner, and from then on, here we are, 4 kids later.
Costa Cupid strikes again. The couples have had a variety of jobs in Spain, but have recently decided to join forces and revamp a once iconic abandoned bar.
The man that owned it for nearly 20 years, and it was the heart of the village, the Rusty. And to see it close was quite upsetting for the whole community.
They've spruced it up and transformed it into a family-owned and family-run pub. But they know it'll be tough.
There's a lot of competition, and the events and the entertainment makes a big difference to whether you the bar survives or not. Yeah.
Tonight, they're planning to pull in the punters with an all-singing, all-dancing Irish extravaganza.
It's something different. Not much like it around the whole of the Costa, to be honest.
We're Irish.
We're Irish.
That's where Brian comes into his own.
Both these here are from Abbey Road.
He has a passion for music.
That's Jack Bruce from Cream again. Done a lot with him. At 8, my brother taught me guitar. From then to now, nothing's changed since then. Just a lifetime of music.
Brian's keen to pass on his musical zeal to the grandkids. It's a proper family affair.
From Brian to Paul, and then to Uri, and now Adrian's joined in with the drums, our 8-year-old. He's joined in the drums, and we're pretty sure, with the squeal on the 2-year-old, she's definitely got to be the singer.
Start them young, brainwash them into music. It's a great way of life,
The aim of tonight's big gig is to bond the family at work and play.
That's the 3 together. 1, 2, 3.
Pitch the pub back into the heart of the community.
And then, baby.
And secure the family's future in Spain.
Right, say bye to Grandad.
Bye, Grandad.
Bye. Bye, Grandad.
Over in Antequera, Jessica and Modesto are about to begin their special day. They've spent the morning decking out the reception with Jessica's homemade wedding decor. Now the bride-to-be's with friends and family at a nearby hotel. Getting a head start on preparing herself.
In my hair now. I've put on the decorations this morning. It looks really nice.
Handy that Modesto's sister is a hairdresser. All helps keep that budget in check. Meanwhile, on the other side of the hotel, Modesto's arrived and scrubbing up nicely too.
A little merit.
As they enter the final hour of their single lives.
Everything's starting to hit now. As everything starts getting closer.
The fact they're on the brink of a major life event begins to dawn.
This is Modesto's mum's ring, something borrowed. This is something borrowed and blue. And the hair thing is new. The dress is old.
Yeah?
Okay.
Gracias. Amado pueblo. Thank you.
And Modesto's discovered a note from Jessica hidden in his shoe.
No, surprise. Spanish, I can't translate that.
Best to keep some things private. This is a family show after all.
All I want
Spanish all that nice time together, all the family.
You and me both, Modesto.
Ready for the party.
Ahead of schedule, Modesto's off to the town hall to mingle with guests and take his place at the altar.
Not long now, I need to get dressed now.
Jessica, on the other hand, is running a bit behind, and she's still got quite a bit to do.
My heart's going now.
With the clock ticking and a rather cool bridal car waiting, Jessica's dad's arrived to whisk her off.
All right, Jess. Yeah. I'm just going to get my shoes on and then I put the dress on. I'm feeling a bit too emotional, but I can't speak. It's all a bit too much.
Doesn't matter which one it goes in.
Just so it's loose now, not too tight.
Phew, the dress Jessica bought second-hand online fits perfectly. Thank goodness for that. And not too far behind schedule, the bridal party sets off for the town hall.
¿Tú sabes dónde va?
Don't worry, folks, they're on the way. There they are, they've made it. But just as they enter the courtyard, Jessica realises she's forgotten something. For now, the wedding will have to wait. Over in Benidorm,
We're going to go on a little boat, have a little cruise around Benidorm Harbour, which will be very nice.
dedicated funeral director Jenny is taking a break to celebrate her 70th birthday.
Hello, darling. This is so exciting. We're going on a boat. No tongues.
She and hubby Malcolm have arranged to meet her friends from work for the special occasion.
We really do have a laugh. And in our industry, actually, you do actually laugh a lot because I think you see the finality of life, so you have to enjoy it. So it's just lovely to get together. What have you got there? My birthday card?
No, my petrol slips.
No, this isn't, no. This is not a So he brings his expenses to my birthday party? I don't think so. Belen, throw them in the water. This is your holiday.
All present and correct.
Yay! I can't look down.
It's all aboard the fun boat to toast Jenny's 7 decades.
This is so pretty. I love it. Cheers, darling. Thank you for coming. Ciao.
By the skin of my teeth, I made it. I don't know how.
Happy birthday. 21 today. She's got the key in the door. Never been 21 before.
And with not a single beep from the bat phone,
Dig in. Take a cake.
she's able to relax for once.
It's been a very, very busy week. A very busy week. Which is why having some time out of the office and everybody being together is so important to us.
Happy birthday, darling.
Thank
May you have many
you.
more.
Thank you, darling. I hope I have many more, because I've got your pension to spend.
And they say you can't put a price on love. Have a lovely rest of your day, Jenny. Over in Campo Verde on the Costa Blanca, the Bennett clan are debating the bunting for tonight's big Irish shindig.
I'm thinking of putting it from there, the corner, across, two zigzags.
No, we'll be better going.
Maggie likes the job done right.
The family have recently taken over an abandoned bar in the heart of their village.
We're zigzagging.
And now reinventing it as a traditional Irish pub, but making a living from a pub can be tough.
Running a pub, you have to work extremely hard for your money. There's a lot of competition. There's a lot of people beating down prices. It's all about what you're serving and what price.
Margins are tight, but there are two key areas where they can stand out from the crowd: food and entertainment. Their first secret weapon is Maggie's traditional Irish stew.
Maggie's now making the mashed potato to go with the stew. So you just put it into the bain-marie to keep it nice and hot.
Kirsty's worked out they need to charge €8 per portion to make a good profit on it.
The secret recipe, Guinness stew.
Ah, Is Guinness the secret ingredient? Their second secret weapon doesn't cost the punters a penny. The band.
Basically setting everything up. We've set the speakers up. Paul's doing the lights at the moment. You notice the instruments here. That's your eyes. Mine. Big one. Paul's.
Brian's performing with his son Paul and grandson Uri.
He's a bit mad for it, which you'll see whenever he gets going later. He likes a good crowd. Yeah. I can't wait to see the other ones getting involved.
The little seats, Uri's seat, he sits on the left. He's got to be low, I've got to be higher because it's to play the guitar. I hit him on the head.
By all pitching in together, they can juggle running both the pub and the family.
You go dancing?
Go dancing? Yeah, go dancing.
You go dancing? With Daddy?
They seem to have pulled in a decent crowd. If tonight's a success, the punters will keep coming back and the family's future is more secure.
OK, we'll kick off.
And now it's down to the band to make it a night to remember.
Everything that they do is very good value for money.
The stew's flying out the kitchen. It's a nice full terrace. We're looking at around 65, 70 people, which is just perfect.
I've got a daughter and a 24-year-old son as well, and it's like everyone is welcome of all ages.
And everyone's getting into the swing of it.
Brilliant, because this was kind of the heart of the village, and there was, when it was closed, there was something missing. And then when Paul and Kirsty came here, it was a real bonus for people. You also get a very good pint of Guinness here. Probably the best this side of Ireland.
To top off the night, the big rabble-rousing finale.
Seeing the kids on stage playing and the three generations playing makes me extremely proud. Very proud. I think it's a very tight family. Part of our family is the music and them all playing together.
Back in Antequera, hubby-to-be Modesto's waiting patiently at the altar, along with the wedding guests. His bride Jessica's arrived at the church, but she's realised something's missing.
Never mind.
What happened?
I
left my flowers.
It's
always something I was going to say to you, don't forget.
Yeah, well, with everything going on. Just left a bouquet behind.
Basically, I want my flowers so much because I think it just puts the last little finishing touches. As my dad said, I've been waiting for 38 years, so we can wait another 10 minutes.
35 minutes later, the flowers arrive. And Jessica can finally walk down the aisle. Modesto's pretty relieved to see her. As is everyone else, I'm sure. And to put the ceremonial cherry on the cake, the mayor of Antequera is marrying the couple too.
Yes, I do.
Modesto, you come, please, my wife.
At last, Jessica and Modesto have tied the knot.
Amazing. In love. Over the moon.
More than happy.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really good.
The ceremony, including the location and mayor officiating, has cost them just €60. Plus the cost of a bottle or two of the traditional fizz, of course. Ceremonials complete, the happy couple are keen to get to their reception and celebrate with their friends and family. Over at the party venue, Jessica's DIY decorations work a treat.
The more important, the party. The best part.
The combo of dishes they've chosen are clearly hitting the spot. Oh, there's the cake. I knew it'd be a good one. And there's nothing like a party to loosen any lagging with the lingo.
Everyone's having fun, everybody's full. So yeah, it's going to be fantastic. Having a really good time.
All their hard work to create their perfect wedding on a budget of €5,000 has paid off. And Modesto isn't even a bargain-loving Brit.
New beginnings, new adventures, It's amazing. I can actually wear my hat now. Difficult because basically I was the house, the work, the baby, and the preparations for the weddings. It was quite a lot. I was like so happy to be his wife, to be announced to be his wife. So I was just like.
The perfect start to a new chapter for the family. Congratulations.